Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome to another show of the Sports Wise Veteran. We're going to do things a little bit different. Again, doing my usual research, looking back on what happened today. One important event happened, and I think it affects every one of us, football fan, whatever. Any of us that have watched Monday Night Football, it's affected us. So we're going to get right into it. Something pretty easy. Again, sitting here in Jacksonville, I'm looking outside. Got some high clouds. Oh, it's miserable outside. It's about 70 degrees already. So if you're on the West Coast, out in northern Nevada, I'm sorry, but this weather's perfect out here. It's not even humid yet. So give it another month and it will be. But right now, we're enjoying it. But today's April 10th. We're going to talk about some of the birthdays today. Today in 1912, Clark Hinkle, American NFL fullback for the Green Bay Packers, was born in Toronto, Ohio. 1921, Chuck Connors, American author, actor, professional basketball player, and professional baseball player, was born in Brooklyn, New York. This man did it all. I mean, he was the guy's guy. It's amazing. I did not know Chuck Connors did all this stuff. If you've watched any parts of the 79 Daytona 500, you've heard this man's voice. 1935, Ken Squire was born. He did the first lap by lap commentary of the Daytona 500. He also called the fight on the final lap. That was just how else would the first televised Daytona 500 end than with a fight? It was amazing. If you get a chance, go back, YouTube it, look at it, check it out. 1938, Don Meredith, NFL quarterback for the Cowboys and Monday Night Football commentator, was born in Mount Vernon, Texas. 1950, the patriarch of the sweetest swing in the league, Ken Griffey Sr., was born. American baseball outfielder, three-time MLB All-Star. He played for the Reds and for the Yankees. Was born in Donora, Pennsylvania. Finally, for some of my left turn fans, the NASCAR fans, 1980, Casey Kane was born in Enumclaw, Washington. But there's one birthday that sparked a lot of stuff, a lot of thoughts, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of history, and it was a very sad day in December of 21 when he passed. But in this date, 1936, John Madden was born. John Madden, the patriarch of football games, patriarch of Xbox video games, PlayStation, Nintendo. He was born today. But for those who don't know, he was a football player. He was the Oakland Raiders coach from 69 to 78, and he was Super Bowl champion in 1976. Six-time Emmy Award sportscaster for CBS, Fox, ABC, NBC. He was born in Austin, Minnesota. So let's talk about Mr. Madden. John Madden, if you remember watching Monday Night Football growing up, him and Pat Summerall were a staple in that booth. All you remember is hearing him, Brett Favre, using the teleprompter. Boom, boom was always his catchphrase. But let's talk about him a little bit. John Madden, American football coach and television commentator, who is one of the best known personalities in the NFL. That's it. That's if you don't know anything about the NFL, you know John Madden. In addition to his accomplishments in the NFL, Madden lent his name to a series of video games, Madden NFL, that became a cultural sensation. I'm one of those guys that do it every year. Every August, it starts what I call video game season. I always buy the Madden games. Is it the same game over and over? Sure. Rosters change, graphics get a little bit better, but it's just one of those things. I love playing that video game. I love taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl every time I play it. Madden was raised in Daly City, California, where he was a standout high school football player. He played both the offensive and defensive line at California Polytech State University at San Luis Obispo, and was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in 1958. However, it sucks for him. He didn't have his career that he wanted, but this one event helped pave everything for the NFL. A knee injury was suffered during his first training camp that prevented him from launching a career in the NFL. He coached at Hancock Junior College in Santa Maria, California from 60 to 63 and was the defensive coordinator for San Diego State from 64 to 66. In 1967, Madden was hired by Al Davis as the Oakland Raiders linebacker coach. He was promoted to head coach in February of 69 at 32 years old. He had a mind for football at a very, very, very young age. In Madden's first season at the helm, the Raiders posted a 12-1-1 record and lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the American Football League championship game. After the 1970 AFL-NFL merger, the Raiders appeared in 4 AFC championship games over the course of 6 seasons, but lost on each occasion. Just as the criticism that Madden could not win the big game reached its peak, he led the Raiders to a one-loss season in 1976, which the team followed with victories over the rival Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship and over the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl 11. Madden stepped away from the Raiders following the 78 season, having never had a losing record in his 10 seasons as head coach. Sounds a lot like Mike Tomlin right now. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season either. Madden was inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2006. Though his coaching success has brought him fame, it was his next career as a football analyst for television that Madden became the icon linked to the NFL. That's it. Linked. He was a part of the NFL. You think Madden, you do think Monday Night Football. His first position as a color commentator came in 1979 at CBS. In 1981, he was paired with play-by-play announcer Pat Summerall, whom Madden formed a 21-year partnership that paired arguably the most famous sports broadcasting duo of all time. The two moved to the Fox Broadcasting Company in 1994. Madden's commentary, which included his willingness to explicate the most complicated and obscure details of a football game, his frequent use and subsequent popularization of the telestrator, which you would always see him drawing on, doing plays here, plays here. It looked like a spaghetti drawing, but it made sense to the football minds. And his penchant for the sudden outburst and most notably, boom, while analyzing play endeared him to many viewers while alienating some. You're not going to have everybody like everything. Some people like Ford, some people like Chevy. It's our personalities, but the most people that enjoyed it brought life to the game. It helped Madden gamer garner, a record 16 Emmys for outstanding sports analyst personality. He was famous for a fear of flying that resulted in him traveling to all of his broadcasts in a customized bus nicknamed the Madden Cruiser, which became something of an NFL icon itself. ESPN, Fox, everybody always did the Madden bus. It was this giant, giant bus that Madden drove in across the country all the time. Madden was also known for selecting an annual, quote, all Madden team made up of players he believed were the toughest and smartest in the game. After working for all 4 major American broadcasting networks over the course of his career, he retired in 2009. Madden's outsized personality made him an ideal pitchman for a vast number of products, from beer to hardware stores. In 1989, he gave his name to the computer game John Madden Football, the first one. We're on Madden, I don't even know, Madden 26, Madden 30, 31, something like that. Gave his name to John Madden Football. That was that original Nintendo game, and it was just his personality, him bursting out of it. I think I've got a picture I'm going to attach to this. The subsequent Madden NFL series expanded onto multiple gaming consoles and grew into the most popular sports title on the market by the early 2000s, with an annual release of an increasingly detailed and realistic new edition becoming a highly anticipated event among both football fans and NFL players. Again, I look forward to it. Every August it comes out. And we'll sit there playing, and there's sometimes the kids would come downstairs and ask what game I'm watching. I said, I'm playing a video game. It has become that realistic of a game. As a result of its massive popularity, the video game helped increase football's global attendance and, in turn, Madden's fame. Again, Madden was a 16-time Emmy winner. He called 8 Super Bowl games for CBS and Fox networks. In all, Madden provided commentary for over 500 NFL games. He was the first person to coin the, quote, all when it came to selection teams, i.e., all pro, all NFL. And again, his first notable all Madden team included. It came out in 84. So I looked at the list, some of the big names, in my opinion. Number one on that list is Joe Montana, Eric Dickerson, Howie Long, Mike Singletary, Lawrence Taylor. Madden may be gone. He passed away again 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Wow. But we get to see his face and name every time we turn on our Xbox or PlayStation and play his iconic video game series, Madden Football. I'm telling you this, Madden affects every single one of us. You look at the old broadcasts, the old Monday Night Football, it was always Pat Summerall and John Madden. The Monday Night Football broadcasts now are great. Some of the commentators I'm not a big fan of, but again, that's that Ford and Chevy thing. Some people like Ford, some people like Chevy. But I guess I was fortunate enough to and lucky enough to grow up being able to watch John Madden teach me about football because he was a former player, a former coach, a former coordinator, and now a color commentator. So I owe a lot to Joe Montana, John Madden for my football knowledge. Again, this is a quick episode. I'm looking at this. Yeah, it's only a few minutes tonight. So I hope you guys have a great day. Always remember, keep doing what you do because you never know who you're going to inspire today. So have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next time. On the next episode, I do have an interview I'm doing. If you like football, we're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills with a friend of mine. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your Wednesday. You're halfway there, and we'll talk to you guys.